we can see a challenge coming towards us in terms of our business and our industry, and we realise that the way that we're going to have to get out of that is to be more innovative. So we've been looking for something along these lines for a while, and once we understood kind of the structure behind the course and what was involved in it, it just seemed like the perfect way for us to kickstart what we want to do. I mean, we use a broad spectrum of training, different companies, different institutions. So, we've had people go to Harvard Business School, we've had people go to London Business School, Ashridge, and all these kind of things. And then, we've done lots of one-off courses. I think from what I've experienced over the last few days, you guys are well organised, well structured. Obviously, in terms of the presentation, and the guy you brought in to lead the course, he obviously knows his stuff, he's quite passionate about it. So I think that, that's always good for learning, when you can see somebody stood up there who really believes in it. You've got some guys in here who obviously are much further down the journey than we are. So you've got some guys in the room who've got a lot of experience of doing the innovation process. They've got structures in place already, they've got experience of what works and what doesn't work. So for people like us who are just kind of starting out on that journey, to be able to have that resource and to connect with those guys, and to be able to get back to them after the course is finished and say, look, I'm thinking about doing this, have you tried that? Did that work for you? Did that not work for you? I think that's quite a valuable resource. These guys are coming in with different levels of experience, but also from different industries as well. And because they're all fairly senior people within their organisations, then they've got that kind of credibility to them as well. So when they say, look, we've tried this, you really get that they have that experience, they have that knowledge, and it's something that I think we can tap into quite a bit. I think for me, probably the most important characteristic over the last few days is the fact that it's been well structured. So it's gone through a logical sequence. It's taken you on a journey, really. So in terms of starting from the front end of the process, what does that look like? What should you be doing in that area? And then just building it and leading you through. I think that's quite easy to follow. It's quite easy for somebody then to go back to head office and explain to people in head office, look, this is what we were taught. This is how I think we can implement this within our organisation. So I think, overall, I think it's really been about, how structured that process has been. We had the drinks on the first evening, which was a great way of kind of breaking the ice a little bit and getting to meet a lot of people. And then people have been socialising outside of the class as well, going out for dinner together. So, the interaction's been really good. I hope it does turn into, a useful network. Other courses that I've been on, there's people who I've met on those courses that I still interact with, today. So I'm sure there's probably 3 or 4 guys in here that I've made a decent connection with, and, I'm sure we'll keep in touch. I think overall it's been very positive. And I think the key thing for me is to come away from something like this with some key insights in terms of what you can do within your own business, to improve your own business and to implement what you've learned. And I think, that's at the end of the day, that's what you're looking for.